Let us continue playing Forge Adventure Mode. When we last left off, we had a reasonable draft actually, and well, I say reasonable. I felt it was kind of abysmal, but we were able to win the draft out, and now we're going to go and do a couple of things. My main goal for this one is I'm going to go into the red main arena, pick up the thing there, have a look through a couple of caves, and work my way back because I want revenge on the Dragon Queen. So we're going to go and head off. If I've not already checked these places, I will go and just see what's available here. Oh, god darn it. You're going to tell me that every single time I restart, aren't you? I'm sure that's the same quest as well. It's not just that. Yeah. Well. Fine. It's just to keep warning us about this sort of thing. Yeah, Dragon's Attack here. We have some stuff we want to do with this. What red cards can we pick up from here? Nothing I'm massively interested in. Okay. Oh, we're going to be ambushed by a couple of things there because I got stuck on the thing. So, Viashino. There are a lot of Viashinos that can sort of come into play, have haste, and have some sort of negative effect on the back end of it. We'll see how this goes. We can keep this. Mountain and DRC. Swamp, Cabal, and attack for 1. Swamp, we could play out our... Actually, we're going to lightning bolt here. I was going to say we could play out something else, but we're going to do this instead. Surveil, that can go to the grave. We do need another swamp, arguably, but it's fine. One of these, we'll put the counter on the Dragon Race Channeler. And tap 4. Liliana of the Veil, but we're going to go for this instead. Alpha Strike. Down 2, you cannot kill my Familiar, and you cannot kill anything. Giving us a Slaughtermaster and a Savage Land, which is a tri-land, comes in late tap, but is otherwise okay. Alright, Yeti, we play. We keep, and we go Blackleaf into DRC. Okay. And there. Alright, we have Turok, but we're going to go for the Cabal Initiate, attack for 1. It's all snowlands, which I guess is thematic. Another swamp, and attack for 3. Cross Raptor. Oh, it's just snow stuff. Okay, that's fine. Double snow can't be the target spell or abilities. Doesn't matter. Gonna bolt it now. Land to the graveyard. And mountain. Alright, let's go for Kikard. Turok, Dread Cantor. Attack 3. Okay, Completion Strider can't be the target of blue or black spells is a free fall. So we could do with some filtering here. We attack the Turret Cantor and trade. Might end up being what we do here, given everything else. Land, and is there anything we can put in? We're gonna pass. No, we're gonna attack with Turok. I don't mind trading if they go for it. End turn. We're gonna lightning bolt you just on the off chance we can get some things. Surveil, don't want the land. Cabal Initiate. Tap for 3. And that'll do. Well, we get a few snow things. 3 volatile Fords. And the rest I don't care a huge amount for. Alright. The speed up path is slightly to the right of center, which is slightly triggering. But it's fine. Okay. The Tinker's Cave. Here we find a draft of Edge of Eternity, so we've seen a few of those. And let's have a quick look at see if there's any interesting things. Nothing I particularly want there, though some modern stuff is okay. Living Valderon's tempting. I believe this guy's a card. This was Hate Land. Not necessarily worth it. Did visit the Guild Pact. Hexproof and multicolored, and has some other things. I prefer the Reborn, honestly, for a deck build. But that also might be just Commander. Growl, Crackling Wit. If it counter on, do things. Kappa Cannoneer is pretty good. Might even be pretty good as just a pick up now, actually, to be fair. We have the coins, we'll pick up the Kappa Cannoneer. I'm not trying to get overboard with things, but I do want to at least see... If there's interesting things we can pick up, we want to pick them up. Merfolk have been sighted nearby in large numbers. We will accept the quest to beat some Merfolk. Okay. Then let's just double check the map here. We want to go up and to the right. But first we are going to... no, we'll go up and to the right. We'll just go directly there. And maybe we'll find some Merfolk. Who at least are more definitely Merfolk than some of the other things we've been asked to find recently. Alright. It's a little... well, it's slow, but it's not terrible. That helps it. We're still going to play the Xander's Lounge, though. I can turn off one turn to just get ourselves a little more efficient going through. We're going to go Blackcleave Cliffs and go for a Dragon Age Channeler. And a Berserker. The Berserkers are probably the card I need to adjust out of this. Maybe for a couple of discard outlets, given I've got some benefit with Turok, but... okay. But we'll think about that as we go. Let's bolt the Lord. Put flashback into the graveyard is fine. So I have instant sorcery. And attack for 2. Speaker, +1/+1, as long as you control another Merfolk or an island. Swamp, Etched Familiar, which will beat everything if this blocks. So we decide to hold off. Skydiver, +1/+1 counter, and it has the ability to proliferate some things. Okay, Swamp. So now what do? We go Sudden Edict, I think. Put that into the graveyard. Attack for 3. Okay, so targeting Merfolk is now going to get worse for us. The 3/3 attacks, we're fine with that. We'll take it. And now, Archpriest. We'll put the counter on the Etched Familiar. Attack. Nothing currently in our graveyard. And no way to discard it. This was a thing we could have got Conrad out that way, but it's fine. Okay. So Merfolk are difficult to target at the moment, but not a massive issue for us, I don't think. Yeah, 3 mana for a bolt is probably fine. We will target you, as you're the only thing that really kills things at this point. Put that into the graveyard, that is artifact creature. And that gives us Delirium. We attack. We will kill you, just because we don't want the targeting. Additional bits there. Also everything else. Bring back an Etched Familiar. And ever cycling Etched Familiar puts you into a world of troubles, but I think you're dead anyway. Okay. Shapers of Nature and a lot of gold. There's a second Yeti. A second Merfolk, so we'll fight them. Play. Hand doesn't do an awful lot, but we'll go for it anyway. let's say Maya crack it for a Vendor's Lounge. I could make the turn one play here, but I think we'll be fine not doing it. Swap, Cabal Initiate. Mountain into Faithless Lily. Excellent, not Faithless Lily. Faithless Lily. Okay, it's fine. Distracted by the card name. Just have to say. Mountain. Okay, now we can start pumping inches up. So we'll go one there. And since we haven't done anything, maybe I do go and see if we can. Yeah, we're going to Faithless Lily. Draw two, we're going to discard you, and we'll discard another swamp, I guess. Okay. Attack for 6. 4 damage to a creature or player, that's fine. String me for 2, put the artifacts in the graveyard. We'll go get ourselves up to Delirium, plus also Threshold. Play a swamp. We have a sudden edict up. We'll attack for free. Scred. I mentioned this card actually. This is what cares about snow permanents, and all they've played is snow permanents. Woolly Mammoths. I'm not going to sudden edict because actually I think we're killing it. Oh, okay. I was about to say we were going to kill it with the Bone Shredder in any case, but now we can Sir Conrad. Conrad has problems for you. 4-3 trample though. They're getting to some reasonably sized Yetis at this stage. Alright. Bone Shredder, kill you. Drain you for 1. Sudden Edict you. Drain you for 1. Attack for 5. And Yeti number 2 is defeated, giving us Scred. More of those, we could actually genuinely build around that a little bit. But to be fair, it's not. It's 1 mana for 1 if you only got the 1 on turn 1. So Lightning Bolt is usually more reliable, but Scred has a higher ceiling. Wait. Oh, that is awful. Our opponent's Merfolk though. We can kill their first one, kill their second one. Yeah, it's probably fine. They've also mulliganed to 6. Mountain go. Actually, Mountain Cabal Initiate. Okay. I don't want to waste the Bone Shredder on it, but we know we have ways to get it back and other removal spells, so we'll have to. We have nothing else going on right now, so we're actually going to pay the cost for this. Obviously, top deck's a free drop. I'd rather play, but it's fine. Tap for free. They do not appear to be doing much. Swap, attack for free. Lord of Atlantis. Other Merfolk have +1/+1 and Island Walk. We, however, have a Sir Conrad up, as well as everything else up. Which is a problem for you. We're going to attack with everything, because this flies, and the other 2 things we don't mind trading. Swift Warden, Hexproof until end of turn, sure. Merfolk got bigger, fine. We're going to Lightning Bolt you. Thank you for 1. We're going to go to attacks. Playing. I mean, Sir Conrad would trade, but I think we're actually reasonably okay with that. Yep, they do. We're going to activate Sir Conrad. I should have done it the other way around, but it's fine. Each play Mills. Each play Mills. We're not getting many cards off Merfolk anymore, unfortunately, because we spent so long beating them, I think. Also, yeah, we're still going north. Okay, the third of the Merfolk has arrived. This time, just the soldier. Keep. Island and nothing. Swamp into Berserker. Lisa. Swamp. And attack for 1, I guess. Should have played Mountain and done a basic sleep, but it's fine. Alright, Sovereign. Powers up the other Merfolk. Attack for 2. Okay. Mountain. Let's bolt you. Attack for 1. Criminal, Town of Courier, reveal the top 4. Okay. Sure. We have a few things coming down then. Tiger. Let's go Funeral Rites just to see if we can get ourselves interesting. We have Threshold. We have Delirium if we get Dragon Rage Channelers. Still have a Lightning Bolt up. We will attack for none. There's the Regery. There's the attack. We're going to Lightning Bolt the Regery. I don't believe in you having nice things. And declare block. Okay. So we can play Swamp. We can play a Living Under the Veil. Then we'll have each player discard a card. We will discard you, and we will pay the Madness cost. About as efficient as we could have made that. Attack for 1. Pearl Trident, again, +1/+1. They have a lot. I mentioned earlier, Illusions have a lot of lords. So do Merfolk. If we'd have seen more of those, we might even be thinking about that. Okay. Mountain. Let's Faithful Sleep first. Discard 2 lands. We'll go Bone Shredder. Get rid of the flyer. We'll -2 Lily, get another creature off the board, and then we can just attack with impunity. Under the tide, return target creature to owner's hand. That's fine. And you attack Liliana for 1. We can live with that. Do we pay for Bone Shredder? I don't think we do, actually. Okay. Play out our Crypt Keeper. We'll have each player discard a card, which will be this, which we will play. Should have played it with that, so I can play the Berserker, but it's fine. Attack for 3. Or would attack for 3 if we can do that. We're not going to. Create 2/1/1 Merfolk with Hexproof. Okay. Well, that's probably going to do it for us. So let's have each player discard. We'll cast ourselves you. We'll put the counter on the Reaper. And we will attack for 8. What's that? Yeah, a Lord that only pumps to 1 of them. Not important to us. We can, I guess, downtick here. Get another sacrifice. Play a Swamp. Can flash back the face of looting and just draw and discard 2 cards. That's always a thing we could potentially do, but we're going to attack with these. Forced to pretty much block, and we will win next turn if you do nothing. It looks like you're going to do nothing. Okay. Not a lot of lords. Aquatic Insurgen's not bad, but we were after some lords here. The champion's been hunted for you. Okay, so somewhere there'll be a Merfolk champion. But he's not around here right now. That is very much a devil. We're going to just go into the town here. We'll probably have to fight the devil immediately upon exiting. But hey, we've arrived at the Red fortress or red city or whatever it is, where there is an arena, there is a thing, there is presumably an inn somewhere, and there are stuff. So this is the stuff that I mentioned that I think is going to give us abilities to beat the dragon. We're going to take the hit point because there's no reason not to take the hit point, and we're also going to take this so we can teleport back here. But there are definitely some things. Kill split enemy in the overworld is interesting as well. Just a random thing here. But we have a sleep wand, which I think we will take, and I think we're going to go and grab ourselves. I mean, Aladdin's Ring is, in Magic parlance, an 8 mana artifact that does 4 damage to something. If it genuinely does 4 damage to something, that's fine. If we have to put 8 into it, that might be a lot, but let's have a look at our inventory. So now we have the sleep wand that we can equip. I've also not got my things on, I've realised, because I didn't put these back on. I've been walking slowly up here as well. So that's a left slot, we need a right slot. So I guess we'll take an Aladdin's Ring. Why not? Why not? We need to test what these do. Equip. The hope is that this might be enough to do whatever it is we're doing. Who knows, though? A lot of random things over here, and I cannot find where the inn is. Burn, baby, burn, but no burn spells I'm that interested in. Nope. And you. Not at this point. This is the inn. This is the inn. We have a Guilds of Ravnica set. Guilds of Ravnica was a third Ravnican set, and I think it's just half of them. It's a shame it's not between the both, but it's an okay thing we can go into potentially. Should I know you? Tell me about this vision. Fight with a dragon? Spawn of office seeks a new home. I look forward to a challenge. Okay, we'll fight a dragon. We'll attempt to make home in a maze nearby. Point the way. Okay, so we have a quest to do a maze. Alright, well, we'll do that. We're looking for random questy type things anyway. So, vision of destruction, travel to the maze and report back. Have I got this quest twice for some reason? I do. We will track this one. So now we're going to see what our equipment does. So we have a sleep wand and we have an Aladdin's Ring. This is for 8. We can do 4 damage to a target. Maybe the Aladdin's Ring wasn't what I thought it was. That was even worse than I thought it was. I thought it was 8 mana tap 4. I forget how bad cards are. This is useless. This, however, activate only once. Sleep wand. Exile. Put a stun counter on target creature. Okay. Fine. Okay, that wasn't that useful. Also, I kept a terrible hand for this. We'll discard our Crypt Keeper and our Funeral Range, I guess. In control, we will go Marsh Flats, find a swamp, so we don't have one. Cabal Initiate. Attack for 2. Swing is Menace and pumps itself, so we can't do anything about that right now. Gibbering Fiend, Tiger. Being each opponent upkeeps 4 cards in the graveyard. And let's see if you're willing to trade. They are. We're gonna bolt you. Scalding Devil. See what does damage. We don't care too much about that. Blackleaf Lifts. Discard a swamp and attack for free. Okay, well that's bigger than I was expecting. So let's go for the stun ones. We have 494 mana shards. We put a stun counter on it, which doesn't tap it as well. That was supposed to tap it as well, I was sure of it. Alright, fine. Well, not much we can do in this position then. Play a 2-1 Cantor. Attack for free. Bolt it, I guess. It wasn't the way I wanted to do it. I thought I was tapping it down. But still attack because I think it's fine. That makes it more fine now. Let's see if you want to trade 2 creatures. They did, actually, happens. Just not the 2 I was expecting. I mean, this doesn't particularly matter except for just giving him random Death Touch, but they are forced to block it, or they lose. And off the top, removal spell. Bunch of devils. Alright, where's this maze? Where are you even pointing me is a good question here. Vision Destruction is there. Okay. On our way. That is a giant merfolk. I don't think it's elite so much as just it's a giant fish. Dual play. Well, we're never getting to Aladdin's Ring mana with that. Mulligan. Oh boy. Two casts at the bottom then. We're going to return our Grixis Panorama and our Swamp, and we're going to hope. We will keep this. Blackleaf Cliffs, Dragon Rage Channeler. Mountain and attack for free. So all the things they want. Whenever opponent shuffles the library, put a counter on it. Okay. We're gonna play a Tiger. I don't know why I'm still playing the Tiger actually. I got rid of all the green cards in this deck. Play Shredder targeting you. Attack for free. All lands in our forests. That's going to annoyingly screw everything up. And also True Name Nemesis. Okay, this creature can't be blocked, targeted, dealt damage, or enchanted by anything controlled by that player. So, yeah, that's going to be a problem to deal with. We're going to let the thing die this time. We've got Lily Under the Veil. One of the few ways to actually deal with True Name Nemesis. And it doesn't work because we don't have a second swamp. Okay. Yeah, there are problems occurring here. Because I can cast Liliana. Liliana is also... If they play a second creature, Liliana doesn't even deal with it anymore. But not that they can do anything, so let's just pass a turn and see. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, we're lightning bolting that out of the absolute sky. We are not having duplicate things of that nature. Alright, into the graveyard. Into there. We now have instant, sorcery, and creature. Just need one more. Attack for free. Nothing about it. That's our swamp. That's... Okay. Thank you, Liliana of the Veil. You have saved us once again. We will ask you to sacrifice a creature. Importantly, we're asking them to sacrifice the creature. And we will attack for 5. Indestructible as long as you control 2 of a merfolk. When it attacks, draw a card. Okay. We will play that out. We will scroll across to Liliana, tick up. And we are forced to attack with you. I'd rather keep Liliana alive because that can potentially deal with it So another sacrifice here. You draw. We're going to block. When we cast a Merfolk, make another Merfolk. Okay, that's fine. We could sleep this and put a stun counter on it, but I think we're going to be sacrificing Lily to kill it anyway. Because it's just on the end of too difficult for us to deal with. Attack for 3. In theory, we've got 3 more attacks and we win in the air. Bob's got a lightning bolt, which obviously is one of the attacks if we decide not to use it on a creature. Second Deep Root Waters is fine. That is a good card for right this second and means we win in 2 turns. In fact, we win right now. If you do nothing. Lightning bolt you. Keep that on top because that will also help. That is... that done. Tinker's Cave. We should return to report our success. Let's go and do the Merfolk Invasion one first. Because I think it's on the way. I'm also now going to take a few more steps to avoid things. Not going to be able to avoid whether this is. It's an Earth Elemental. We will play. Okay. We will keep, swap, and this. Counter on itself, just in case. There are some 1-mana damage spells that they might be playing. Sacred Foundry. We're gonna go Marsh Flats. For Xanazan, we need the red source. Attack for 2. For 3, rather. Double team. Creature attacks if it's not a token, conjure a duplicate into your hand. Okay. Random arena thing. Okay. That's fine. Mountain. We could just do that, but I think it's probably fine. Getting for free if we do this. Yeah, we'll do it. Getting for free. Forget that's not a mana. And attack for 3. Foundry Champion. Oh, that's because of the Flame Queen Village. They had to reveal that. Okay. And a Flame Queen Brawler. Okay. Nothing I'm particularly interested in there. Swamp. So we can go for Turok at this point. We're going to instead play out our Etched Familiar. And I think we'll hold the counter back here. We are going to attack with you. Just see if we can get some kills. And we didn't. There is an Earth Elemental. It is a 4/5 for 5. Very exciting. We're missing some mana, unfortunately. Let's go for a kick cost here. Just see if we can disrupt them a little bit more. Have you discard 2 cards. And yeah, we let them go. Well, the shots are Etched Familiar, so they drain themselves for 2. And decided not to attack with it. Archpriest. Counter on Turok. So it is now a 5/4. It's approaching the point where they have to block it, but it's not quite there yet. We'll hold off. Because now we can go swamp this. Put the counter on you. You now have to. This now has to be blocked. And we can attack with both. They're going to do that to kill that, which makes sense. That's just going to block there. Yeah, we're not happy with not killing things here, so we're going to make sure that... Well, it was going to die anyway. That was a waste. It was a waste. It's fine. Foundry Champion comes in and Deals 2 damage to a thing. Attack with your rock. You are still forced to block. We're going to sacrifice you, end of turn. Get a Liliana, and Liliana says we win. Probably made... Yeah, we should have won that before, but it's fine. They wanted to sacrifice one of their lands. I'm almost okay with that. Attack with both. You are forced to block that side. Okay. You were forced to block the other side, but it's fine. Okay, Merfolk are dealt with. Okay, let's have a look at the map here. So Vision of Destruction is down that way. Adept Red Wizard. You're probably not enough to bar my way at this point. We keep. Especially if they're mulliging to 5 and have not got a land. You've had a bad day. Just sleep it off. Vents out. Mountain. Pull you out. Put the backup token there. Attack for free. Tiger, Edge Familiar. Attack for free. Mountain. We really could do something against us at this point, but it's fine. There's no 1 mana spell that saves you here. I mean, thanks for the stuff. Thanks for a lot of stuff, actually, as it turns out. Multiple Slumbering Dragons. But we find ourselves, after we fight the Red Djinn, at the base. Ifrit, sorry. We keep. They gain 1 life, but I don't think we care too much about that. Mountain, go. It's 100 feet. When it dies, it does 2 damage to you. Oh, in that case, Lightning Bolt. Swamp. We can't discard, we're just going to play you, and put the counter on you as well. Tap for 2. Bloodfire Mentor, 05. Draw a card, discard a card. Okay. Swamp, we'll play out our Breather, and attack, get free for 1. Reveal the Mountain Attitude of a Snarl. Frenetic Ifrit. Flip a coin. Target opponent calls heads or tails. Target opponent calls heads or tails while the coin is in the air. If it does, it phases out. Otherwise, it's done. Okay, so it's got a half chance to save itself by phasing. I don't know how much we care about that, to be perfectly honest. Let's go for another one. Oh, no, I've done this wrong. Oh, we got Lightning Bolt up, which I suppose is the more important thing here. We attack with everything we can attack with. Heated Debate does 4, drains you for 2. We don't care about the Ifrit too much. Another Smouldering Ifrit. Well, I didn't do anything useful, so we're just going to bolt it. And for number 2, go for one of these. Cast one of these. Put the counter on, and that means now we can actually get through you. Shimmering Fruit has phasing. We're going to go cast this. Kill you. Cabal Initiate. Alpha Strike. Okay, some random Ifriti things we are fine with. Also, back up to 3,000 gold again. There's a lot of stuff in here, but there doesn't appear to be any enemies. I am wondering if this is going to be another Mimic situation. Intruder, this is your final mistake. Oh, hello. Minotaur Warcaller. We were okay with the start, actually, so we keep. Lightning Bolt and our snake. Well, it ate a lightning bolt, so it's not. It's done its job. Bloodstained Mire, crack it. Get ourselves a advantage. Into battlefield, discard a card. Yeah, that's a pretty efficient thing. We're gonna lightning bolt it though. Make a 1/2. Unpop pressure. Attack. We're going to take the 3 here. A little unfortunate, but we at least do have the Sudden Edict to counter with. Attack for 1. Minotaur's possible on trample. The pure number of random Lord effects on this is quite high. We could Liliana, remove it, get in for 1. We need another land, and we're not putting pressure on them, though, is the only problem. But I think this is still the best play. -2. You have your sacrifice, go for 1. Yeah, they are low on cards, and they're running out of creatures, so let's Dragon Rage Channeler. Let's Etched Familiar. We'll have each player discard a card, and we will discard our artifact and creature, which does activate the Dragon Rage Channeler. Also, they are empty-handed. Attack for 1. Lord of Shatterskull Pass. It's a 3/3 that will level up and get very, very powerful, but ultimately we're going to get to kill it first. And not just because we drew a lightning bolt, we actually have other ways of doing it, but it's fine. Graveyard. Roll initiate. Also 3/3. We'll have each player discard just to tick up. Give ourselves another ability to sacrifice the 1 card you draw. I think this is now game. You're under Liliana lock at this stage. Each player discards. Attack for lots. Unless there are more Warcallers, that's not going to work out for you. The Maze Force silences you, remove the last creature. You consider staying to welcome the dragon, but should it appear, something tells you that this can be a better idea for now. No, we want to get the treasure. We want to get the loot. Give me the stuff. I thought this was mimics, but apparently it's going to be stuff. Kingdom's jumping. Literally flying. Get a bunch of gold. We will grab all of this as well. And I guess we dealt with the minion. Do we have to report back? We might have to. Return to the town. We'll track that. We'll get back to the town then. So a bit of back and forthing for this episode, but it's fine. Next time we'll see. I might even just unfortunately trade back out the Aladdin's ring, because again, if we ever get to 8, it's fine, but it's the sort of thing we want to be a massive ramp deck for, which we're not at the moment. It's not doing any harm having the ability. It's just not likely to ever come up. If I've got other options. I mean, even the 1 stun. To be fair, I thought there might have been a repeating effect. If it was a repeating effect, we would just obviously use our huge amount of shards and just win that way, but it's fine. Okay, return. Going somewhere? Get a number more shards. You glance around the sky warily before going into town. Okay. Well, we've made it back here. I mean, I'd almost prefer the Ring of Immortals. I'm even going to look up the Ring of Immortals now, just because I want to see what this actually is. The Ring of Immortals in D&D is counters target interrupt or enchantment. Can only counter spells that target permanent you control. I mean, a bonus spell is not the worst thing to just have as a random just 2+0 equipment, to be fair. But that's fine. Can't do anything about that now. Hill Giant Club. I mean, I'd almost prefer to take the Hill Giant Club. I've got it for the Aladdin string, gotta be fully honest with you. Do we have multiple right and left slots? Because if we do, that might be a thing. We'll find out now, I think. We're gonna buy the Hill Giant Club. Okay. So it's not. But that's fine. We're going to... Oh, we can delete. I'm not going to just outright delete it. I would like to sell it, but I guess we can't do that. Alright, well, let's go find out what the club does before we end the video. So let's go find something we can kill. There's a cave over there. We go this way first. Circle of Flame thing again. So just 1 damage to attacking creatures. Makes my 2/1 kind of useless, but hey. Alright, Devil. Hill Giant Club. Target creature can't be blocked except for creatures with 2 power 2 or less. Activate only once. Okay, that's still fine. We keep this. Well, that doesn't matter too much. That was going to die anyway. Okay, Swamp. We're going to actually play out you first, because I'd actually prefer to have... Just get around the 1 damage pinging thing so that every one of them has. Not going to attack. They probably wouldn't block it, but also they do 1 damage, so... we will take 4. Prevent that from happening. Mountain, Edge Familiar. At some point we do need to get on the offensive, but that time is probably later. Okay. Declare attacks. Drink 2, gain the life back, Cabal Initiates. Marsh Flats, crack. Get ourselves a swamp. And here is an Archpriest of Shadows. We will go for counter on you. And I think I'm okay at attacking here. If they want to double block to kill that, that's fine. Otherwise, we get the Wretched Familiar back. 1 damage to Cabal Initiates. Unfortunate, hey. Liliana of the Veil. I don't think she's going to be needed. I think we're just going to win on this. Basically, this attack, actually. Liliana. Each player discards. And pass. Okay, you have unearthed the Scorched Devil. We can block with this. It doesn't trample or anything, does it? No. We're then going to sacrifice. Draw a card. Liliana is safe. That thing goes away because it's unearthed. And we attack for game. Well, the Hill Club's at least an effect that's useful. It's not game-breaking by any means. Reliquary Tower is interesting. We got one of a Snake Claw type people. Alright, well, let's go try and clear this out. 1 more Devil and 1 more Minotaur. Not do that. That'll do. We return a swamp. No, return a mountain. We need double black tips now. Keep. Marsh Flats. Crack. Get ourselves a Xanathar. And pass turn. They do like killing those. Swamp, Faithless Looting. So in the graveyard we have Creature Land. We're not going to do much better with that, to be fair. Attack you. use you, and I guess we take out the... Yeah, we'll do that. We want these because they're actually good at surviving currently what they're doing. Right, Mountain. Dragon Rage Channel kind of dies on its own because we don't have the thing up yet. Once we get an instant, we will. We'll just play this out. Deal with a Thorfree. Okay, Mountain. Play another one. Attack. The important thing is that these can ping only when a creature has died this turn, so I want to avoid that if we can. But I think now it's fine. Sudden Edict. So I think you are forced... You're forced to block one of these. Play Dragon Age Channeler. That's 10. So you are forced to block this if it happens. And if we do it so that it's this, you can't be blocked except by creatures with power 2 or less this turn. Yeah, so that's fine. You get through there. We kill that big guy. 1 damage, 1 damage. Get 3. And then we Dragon Rage Channel over the top of you. Okay. Alright, one more battle, we'll get our rewards, and then we will work out whether we can get revenge on a certain Dragon Queen at the moment. It feels like we do need something else. We need something truly broken. And maybe we'll find some truly broken things in the wilds of the Red Territories, but we do need something else, maybe. Mulligan. For the moment, though, we do have to win this battle. We will return the... Turn the funeral rites for the moment. We will keep this on the basis it has a lightning bolt. And a second removal spell, of course. We can't attack, which is unfortunate. Yeah, foretold the card. We are stuck. Demon bolt targeting that. Fine. Alright, Faithful Stealing, find some lands, please. Discard an Etched Familiar and a Reaver. We unfortunately cannot cast that at the moment. Play a second Swamp. We do have Delirium if it comes to that, so Dragon Rage Channelers are online. Pass the turn. Villainous Ogre, can't block. As long as you control a demon, it does that. We don't care, we're going to have you sacrifice it anyway. Okay, play the Reaver. Whenever order of order attacks, can't be blocked unless defending players sacrifices a creature. What's with all these reasonable cards they're playing? Liliana. Sacrifice. Attack for 4. Demon Bolt straight to Liliana is unfortunate, but hey, we did the job. Okay, Tormod's Crypt. Attack for 3. 4, rather. Enters. You may discard a card if you draw a card. And an Ogre Sentry. 3/3 Defender. We'll bolt that. Okay, Sir Conrad. Attack. And since he didn't play a creature this time, just attack for the game. Demonic Embrace is interesting. That's another dungeon I think cleared. Amonkhet. Hepatra is a good commander I like to build around occasionally. And might be good by itself, depending on if we can actually find some stuff. Okay, so it is looking down to do that. Okay, good to know. Test blocks to roll the 6-sided dice. X is the result -1. It's not terrible, but it's not amazing. Okay. And then finally, Tristan Shards on that side. And Wasteland Strangler, some other stuff. I need to check if we've got some more stuff in the sell pile. We almost certainly have a bunch of chaff we're never going to cast, but we shall see. Okay. So, my sort of thought process on the rest of this is going to be, I think we want to head north, head into the green territories, and explore around here. We may even go and see what the green castle's all about. Maybe we have to go and clear the castles and get around there at this point. But I want to at least get the tokens for the green and the white before I make a major assault on clearing the castles. But we'll obviously have a look and see if we can do it. I also would be interested in building a mono-green ramp package to see if we can actually build something that is using a lot of big, dumb, silly stuff and maybe go there. If we could do something with the polymorphs we picked up, if we could do some reanimation nonsense, which we sort of have pieces for, weirdly, then maybe that's what I want to be building in a sort of mid-term, long-term plan. But for now, we'll end things here and we will consider. But I think heading north is on the agenda for next episode. So, until then.